Hi.
안녕.
Hello everybody, long time no see, and today we are finally going through all of my K-pop photo cards. I was supposed to be a end of 2021 video, and I did film one, but I didn't like how it turned out, like at all. I didn't like the audio, and then it felt rushed, so I just felt like I didn't explain enough or something. So considering my collection really hasn't changed, I thought it'd be a good idea to start with the beginning of 2022 to see what we're going into the year with. So yes, that is what we're going to do today, and the last time I did one of these I think was in August, which was the beginning of the school semester for me, so I thought that was a good marker. But even if you go to that video and see the thumbnail, you can probably tell that a lot has changed. I have here 3 big binders and then 2 little binders. I used to be a big proponent of just A5 binders, but clearly my collection has grown enough for me to expand into these. So I'm going to start with my big inclusions binder. It's kind of a dump binder, but I don't really know if I'm gonna go too in depth, but I might as well just show it to prove that I actually have other people that collect. But yeah. My rules for collecting each group and person is kind of different. I don't have any set rules, I guess. It's just whatever I feel, but of course I will go into who I collect and what I collect when I get to each binder. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so this is my big dump binder. You're not gonna see it like at all basically on my channel because there's really nothing that I feel like adds to my collection. It's basically just all my pulls that I feel like storing from other albums I get, but because this is like a full collection flip through, I thought I might as well show it. So we start with some NCT pulls. I pulled Do Young a lot, and then just some other like posters like from Resonance and everything. That actually, the folded poster fits like exactly in this Ultra Pro 2 pocket, which is really nice. And then some more favorite inclusions, and then more postcards. And we have a Baekhyun postcard from Bombi, some wavy postcards, and then we have some hot sauce and like NCT 2018 things. And then we have various posters. Okay, and then we have ace, so just mainly a lot of stickers. And then going to CIX, this is from their 4th mini album. It came with like Polaroid pictures, and then it has an ID card that I just decided to put in there. It's Sunghoon's. And then their postcards from, I think, the Wave version of BOK, and just a few more like random inclusions. And then a BX like poster I pulled because I pull that man so much. And then we're going to TXT, just a standee and some like stickers to fill the page. And then my random postcard pulls of Yeonjun and Bumgyu. And then we have Younghae's Eternal and Dawn's postcards from his album. And just like film strip sized things. And then just more random 17 postcards. And these are some freebies. And then in the back are just some like my Pokemon cards. But yeah, again, just a big dump binder that I use because I'm also just trying to use up all my binders that I've bought over the months. Okay, y'all are now actually in my bed because I hated the lighting, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're going to start with my Pentagon / Yenon collection. He is one of my new alts from 2021. I started collecting him in the summer, I guess I want to say, because of Love or Take and everything. So I collect all of his Korean album cards / bigger like inclusions. I try to get some of his non-album stuff and like album big inclusions where I can get them. Not trying to get everything, but just like a lot of things that I feel like getting. So yeah, you will see Yoan's things because He is my main wrecker, and he was in albums that Yenin wasn't, so I decided to kind of just pick up some of his stuff, which you will see. So let's get into it. We start with Ceremony and Gorilla. I don't normally like 4 pattern layouts, but I had a lot of, like, you know, empty placeholders that made me kind of sad that I was like missing stuff, so I decided to like break it up to make it like seem like I don't have a lot. As I really don't have a lot left. I think I only have like 3 left to go, which is pretty good. And the Ceremony card was like kind of expensive, which is kind of sad because my friend just pulled him and was gonna like give it to me, and that was after I already like paid for this one, so I was like, oh man. But you know, it was really sweet of them to offer. Okay, and then we have a demo 1, 2, and then positive. And most of these are going to be in chronological order, but because Cube doesn't always give us photocard size inclusions for the main inclusions, those are going to be in the back with those, so I tried the rest like to the best of my ability. Okay, then we have With, probably one of my favorite albums from them. Daisy was actually my most streamed song according to my Spotify Wrapped. So we have the album card, which are the domes, and then we have pre-order cards on like the perimeter, because I wanted to try to like match the backs. And if you have any questions on where cards are from, just leave a timestamp down below and I'll try my best to get to them. And I'll also put timestamps in the description if you want to like skip around to like a collection. I won't be offended if you do. Okay, then we go on to Love or Take with pre-orders in the middle. I love the Make Star Hollow cards, and then this is one of my favorite cards, so I put it in the middle. But yeah, I thought this was just the cutest, so it kind of like spiraled me to start like collecting him in general because I just love these cards, and then I'm a completionist, so there you go. And then we have more pre-order cards / fan signs, and then we get on to the Black Hole for Yoan. It's going to be a slow progress, kind of a goal for 2022, but I do pull him a lot, so I'm kind of just like keeping him here and there. Okay, and then we have some like extra with scratch cards, and then his summer card. I did have him like this card with the other cards before, but I really liked it horizontal, and I'm trying to use up a lot of 8 pocket pages I have, so yep, that's why he's here. And then this is kind of like my like miscellaneous like extra section, so I have some non-album stuff, the 4th gen fan kit, then like the Charms PCs, and then some of my extra pulls. I do like keeping trades, like sleeves from trades and sales that are sparkly, if you can kind of see this. I do it with the rest of my other collections that might be more sparkly than this one, but yeah, I do it for my favorite cards. Then we have a Genius and Summer postcard, and then some more album stickers from With and the Black Hall, Genius stuff, more, and then With bookmarks, and then some more random inclusions, like this is his debut postcard, a postcard from We Live concert, and then one of the transparent cards from Love or Take. And then some 4th gen fan kit Polaroids I got secondhand. And then the Tipco Juice photo cards. I thought they'd be photo card size, but they're like mini photo card size. So they're just back there. And then we have a Demo 2 postcard. And then Love or Take posters. And then his cover for Romantic version. So yeah, that is all for my Pentagon collection so far. I'm super excited to be adding to this in 2022 because their comeback is January 24th, by the way, so look out for that. And then I also bought their Season's Greetings, so I get to put those inclusions in here. But I'm just very, very excited to have them back, and I'm super excited to hear what they have next. Next is the collection you've probably seen a lot on my channel. It is my Yosong and ateez binder. It has gone through many changes over the course of this channel. As you can see, I put them back in an A4 binder because ateez have come out with a lot of 9 cards per album, which I think do look better in 9 pockets, especially because the backs kind of connect. So I just thought that was a little more satisfying. This collection, I have downsized a little bit in terms of non-album things. So I've downsized pobs and fan signs a little bit, and then I'm a little more like selective, and I'm also more slow with this collection now, just because ateez have been releasing so much that I get overwhelmed with it. If you don't know, I collect all of his Korean album cards, some pops and fan signs, a lot of merch. I don't collect any of their Japanese cards because a lot of them are concept pictures, or they're just really expensive, so I didn't really want to like go into that territory yet. Maybe in the future, but they're definitely just not a priority. Okay, so we start with the Treasure series with like EP 1 and 2. And then EP 3 with Wave and Illusion, and then the MMTs. And then EP Fin, which is like my favorite album, and then the anniversary versions. These MMTs are notorious for like being expensive or just being so hard to find. I was really lucky that I was able to get this in a trade that someone offered me for another PC I had. And then this one I paid a pretty penny for, but it was the last MMT I needed to secure it, so I'm super, super grateful that I was able to find it. And then we get onto Epilogue. And now we go into their Fever series with Fever Part 1, which was my first comeback with them. I stand right after Answer era, so I was able to anticipate this comeback. And then that's a freebie in the back. We have Fever Part 2. Fever Part 3. Still one of my favorite photo cards from him. Like this one and the Cotton Candy one are just too adorable. And then we have my sad Epilogue collection. I am taking this one really slow, not only because I wanted to send out during the holidays for trades, but I did a group order for the Hello 82 Pobs, so I thought I'd be able to collect and, you know, complete more of his album cards, but I literally only pulled these 3, which I don't understand how that happens probability-wise, but, you know, it is what it is. But I really want this diary card. I want it so bad. It's so cute. And now we have Season Songs with Kim Jung-kook. I see a lot of people put this in like the non-album section, but because they came out with like a physical album, I did decide to put it with the album stuff, but not in like chronological order, just like in the back. And then we get onto the non-album like fan sign and pobs. So Mingi is my second bias, so I do kind of collect some of his fan sign cards that I like. So we have Fever Part 1, and then Fever Part 2, where KQ went ham on these fan sign cards. And then Fever Part 3, this Harry Potter one is probably one of the cutest because we have Cheek Poke and Ravenclaw, which is my house, so we love to see it. And this Mingi is probably another, like, one of my favorites. And then my other sad Epilogue fan sign pob page, so again, just the Hello 82 one. And I don't know, I think I have one more, like, go I have, but I haven't really started planning for this yet. Then we move on to the non-album stuff, like actual merch. So I divided this up into selfies, and then like concept stuff, and then like everything else, like Polaroid ID stuff. So I kind of have it in chronological order. And then these are like, you know, the concept stuff like Sub K merch, like perfume. And then we have like Polaroid ID stuff, so these are like the fan club stuff, some of the Season's Greetings IDs, and then more random IDs. Okay, now we get onto bigger inclusions. Don't really collect a lot of ateez bigger stuff, but I did decide to pick up a few like Japanese bromides. And then some postcards. So this is like a pre-order sticker, and this is like their postcard from Port of Call merch. And now we have the ATD2 fan club that I was able to join last year. So we have like this like transparent message from the mask, and then like a group photo. And then we get onto the postcards, the member postcards, and there is my a.c.e fan club card. I think these postcards are so cute because of the backs, but I have them in each order. And then we have the 4x6 units. And then we have, I think it's like a transparent panel thing that I just decided to put in here too that came with the kit. But yeah, that is all. You probably noticed some of my downsizing stuff. I feel a lot better because it's, you know, I feel a lot happier looking at this. And yeah, I'm in the future am taking this collection a lot slower than I have, only really because I am collecting more than I did when I was just like solely collecting him. So still really happy to have him as an old. So now we move on to the last of the big binders, which is my Junhui or my 17 binder. This is my newest collection / my newest alt. I started it, I wanted to say, like the beginning of last semester, which is kind of insane for how much stuff I already have for him. But yeah, so they get their own binder and everything, but yeah, I do collect all of his Korean album PCs, some select Japanese PCs, and then just some select non-album and concert cards, just whatever I'm feeling. And I do have some top 3 pages that I will get into later, just like whatever I feel looks nice in sets. And then I try to get a lot of his bigger album inclusions as well, but they're like not priority, but they are nice to pick up. So we are starting with like the Polaroid style photo cards, so the first few albums are not going to be in chronological order, but I've seen a lot of Carrot collectors here on YouTube do the same thing, so inspiration goes to them. We have AL1, and then I have a card for Love and Letter. As you can see, I'm missing Boys B. Their older stuff is out of print, so I'm kind of just taking my time with it, but I'm only missing like select albums, I think. And then Going 17 and Teenage, I do have a few Going cards, and with this Junhao unit, it's like one of my favorites. And then we have Director's Cut, and then You Make My Day. You Make My Day backs are like one of the prettiest in my opinion, just because of how colorful they are. And then we have You Made My Dawn. And then we get into an ode. When I first started collecting June, I started from an ode and then to present, so I wouldn't get overwhelmed. And then Hangare, so Hana, Dil Set, and then Net. And then this is the K-Town card that I got as a freebie. Okay, so this page is gonna be for semicolon era. I know there's only like 2 PCs here, but I'm thinking of getting Mingyu's cards because he is my second bias, and I think his cards are super cute because of him in glasses and everything. I'm just like a sucker. And then I do kind of want to pick up some fan sign cards as well, but they're not a priority, so this is gonna be a really like slow page to work on. And then we have Your Choice. This was my first comeback with them. Super happy with it. It's where I also started trading first, which was really wild to like finally get into the Carrot community. But yeah, so we have the album cards here, EGU fan signs, and then the Mesama Pobs. And then we have Ataka, we have the album cards here, and then some pre-order / fan sign cards. This June PC, as you can see, I have it in a hollow sleeve. One of my favorites, it's a Weaver Shop one, but Yes24 has like basically the same picture, but it's one of my favorites from him because it's just the cutest, and it was so hard to find because everybody, of course, also wants it, so every Go or like seller has it sold out so quickly. And then we have Ataka Carrot version. So I was trash and I did buy his version, so which came with 20 different cards, and then I was able to get the selfie versions of them. But so I just decided to stick 3 concept cards just to like sum up Ataka, and I was able to get them like all facing one way, so that's kind of why I chose it like that. And then we get on to, it's kind of like my random Japanese card page. We have Fallen Flower, 24 Hour, and Hitori Janai. I think these cards are really adorable, which is why I wanted to collect them. I'm thinking of getting Ai no Chikara, but those cards are kind of hard to find right now for some reason, so we will see about that. And now we go on to non-album stuff. So this is what I would like to call like my magazine page. As you can see, I'm collecting top 3 because we have the Going magazine here and then the D Icon like PCs down here. So I have them in age order, but my new ice line now is June, Mingyu, and then Wonu. I know. Okay, and then we have Season's Greetings. I will get the 2022, like, I just want to go for it, so I'm getting that soon. And then another, like, random page for the rest of, like, miscellaneous stuff I get for him. And now we go into concert cards, which are kind of a recent development. So we have the Power of Love cards. I joined a friend's Go from Instagram, and I was able to get enough to collect my top 4. So I'm starting with June, and this is the Anorak PC. And then I have them in age order again with Wonu, Mingyu, and then DK. So I'm getting some of these in the mail, so this will definitely be a slow process. And then we have Carrotland 2021. I resisted collecting this for the longest time, but I think it would look really nice on a page because I love the backs, like the blue is just so like pretty to me, so I kind of caved for that. And then these are some Hare concert cards that I'm also deciding to collect because I like the backs, but I also really like the aesthetics of them, so that's also gonna be a slow process. And then Haru cards because I love the carrot plush. And then we have a page for the Bittersweet trading cards. I was able to pick up a sealed pack. I loved this release. I loved it even before Mingyu and Wonu were in my bias line, so I just kind of had to pick it up, of course. Okay, and then we get onto the bigger inclusions, kind of in chronological order. So we have an Ode posters, and this is a semicolon one from the album. And then we have the Hangade bookmarks, and How was a Poll, and then we get into some like semicolon stuff. This is a mix of your choice and semicolon. We have June here, and then my pools on the other side. More semicolon, bigger inclusions. And then postcards, so we have your choice. And then the units and group cards from your choice. And then Ataka, I'm only missing one of them, but I do have all the units. And I'm also only missing one folding card, but it's not a priority, of course. And then we have some like random things here. This is the 24-hour HMV like thing. I didn't think I was gonna collect these, but I'm like in love with this look. I think this scarf is like such a look. His fluffy hair is like everything. And then Ataka Kino cards, I guess. And then we have some non-album stuff. So this is from the D Icon of June, Wonu, and Mingyu, because it just came with the cards that I bought to sell, like with sellers and stuff. And this is from Yume My Dawn, Wanu's mini poster. I pulled it, so I decided to keep it. And then the 2021, I think, Season's Greetings postcards with their stickers. And then the social club kind of profiles. I didn't get the photo book, but I kind of compromised by getting the like profiles of him because I'm trying to save more money, but I really like the photo cards for these, so I may look for those in like this year. We'll see. But yes, I think the concept was so pretty. But yeah, that is my Jinhui binder so far. I'm super happy I decided to pick up his collection. It's honestly been really easy, surprisingly, because a lot of things are like really affordable or accessible, and I think the carrot community is super nice, so very happy to have started this. Now moving on to the mini binder portion. If you've been on this channel, you know I used to use mini binders a lot, but now I only have one, and I think it's good to have on hand, but I don't use it as much as I used to. So this is the Beyond D binder that like most everybody has on K-pop YouTube, and I have a Yuta Polaroid freebie in the front, which kind of gives you a hint of what is in here. So we start off with random Power of Love cards. I have the unit cards, and I'm thinking of getting more of the performance unit card, which is what those placeholders are. And then again, more random Power of Love cards. And then some more Japanese concert cards. Since those other cards came in like sets from Mercari Japan, I just decided to put the rest of them just in here. And then we have some fan-made Polaroids that I thought were too cute. Alright, and then we get on to one of my newer collections. So I used to collect NCT a little more thoroughly, and then I decided to re-pick it back up, starting from sticker, because I've just, ever since then, and even through Universe, I've just been loving their releases so far. So we are starting with Yuta, who is my overall bias in NCT actually. So again, re-picked him up recently. So we have sticker, and then one of Johnny's AR like CD cards, because he's my 127 wrecker, and this card is like the cutest thing ever. And then we go on to favorites, the repackage, and this is one of my favorite cards of his. And then Universe. So as you can see from the sticky note, I have kind of set up for it. I have some trades lined up, so I will be able to get you to set. And then I was able to pull this from the photo book version, which was like amazing. You know, 1 out of 22 chances. But I did make a TikTok on it. I like performed a ritual. It was like so funny. But yeah, I am going to also kind of collect Yang too, because I think his cards are super cute this era. And then I have Kun and Ten's Universe cards, because those are the CDs I picked up from Target. Kun is still one of my biases. He's one of my biases in Wavy, so I picked up his CD. And then we have some random cards. So we have like from Kickback, Hot Sauce, from Baekhyun's Bombi album. And then it's just some random clip cards from sticker. And then I do kind of pick up Yuta's bigger inclusions when I can, like from trades. So we have sticker, Seoul City version, and then sticky version, and then his favorite postcard and bookmark. And then we have the stickers from the Universe jewel case that does have him on it. I was able to pull it, and I'm getting his Universe postcard in a trade soon. So yeah, that was kind of all for this binder, just some extra pages. Definitely gone through a lot more changes. It's kind of random right now, it's a dump binder, but I still like using it. On to the very last binder. It's my newest / smallest binder. It's just a Beyond D one pocket one. It's where I just keep all my pulls and like photo cards I get from albums I like. So yeah, we have Kino from Pentagon on the front, just because I thought that was the cutest thing ever. So I try to have this kind of in like alphabetical order. So we start with ace, and then like the printed Polaroids. This Dungoon is like one of my favorites. And then Junhee stuff. Oh, this is a lenti from Siren Dawn. And then these are some Junhee gifts from my friend because she knows I bias him. And then we go on to BTS. I do have a Jin pull. And then I have Yoongi, which was just gifted from one of my friends. And then CIX, the group cards. And then I did downsize this binder. I don't keep all of my pulls, but the majority of them, I would say. Okay, I have something from at least each album up for BOK. And And then TXT, I do have a few of their albums, and if I were to have a bias, it would be Taehyun, which I love that I pulled his card in the boy version of Freeze. And then Yeonjin's Seeker card, and then a random target group card. And then we get into the Rose. Oh my gosh, love this mini collection I have. Y'all should definitely stream Beauty and the Beast. And then the group card. And then I do have a random ateez card, this Yuna holo card. I could not tell you where it's from, but I did join a go with one of my friends. She's very convincing, but I also just think this is the cutest. And then I have a random Vernon pull because I love Beanie Vernon, and then also I accidentally made this card go viral on my TikTok, so I just kind of keep it for the memories. But yeah, that is this mini binder. I honestly love it because I feel like there's no pressure to expand on any of these collections. Tried to bring these binders back in frame to the best of my abilities, but yes, that was my full photo card flip through for 2021/2022. I'm very excited to see where this collection goes this year. Like, it's already had so many big changes, even from the last video I made for this. Will be time skips down below if you just want to see a certain collection. Also feel free to like speed me up. I don't care, I won't be offended if you do. But yeah, leave comments if you have any questions where something is from, and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Bye!